Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count. Take the ladder. This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcut...
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Yeah, apologies. We surgeons, we've
And a difference. All right.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim.
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30...
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebiritz was attacked there. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in, under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another...
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without... Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this...
Thank you.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
I decide when we're done with this subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist... The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital.
And I'll keep my eye on you. You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian? Oh, yeah, I remember.
One of them?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel...
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another... You search Fabian's body?
Whoa, cost an eye in his pocket.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you
Talk. What did you find on him?
I as you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded wing, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Sold off. Don't know nothing else.
So, how you go with this thing? I was fucking about minding my own business when suddenly up he...
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll set me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shackle. So, what do you want to know?
Tell me what you know about the murder.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from... See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian he...
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk...
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we took to following one in particular, he'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly...
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep.
Fine, we've talked. Need to look around.
Be my guest.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Aye.
Had a look at your skull.
And?
The women especially. Never seen a bust.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that were... And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple, and the celebrating reverends.
Fine. Need to look around.
Be my guest.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Aye.
Fine. Need...
Be my... g-
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Eyes, left a few stains behind, completely rotten. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked. Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Nothing here.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another told me to say the main door will be open.
Watch it, tramp. No begrudge let you stomping ground.
Grab him!
Kelly.
Now left! Left!
Gotta get around him.
Pathetic.
Eye for an eye. That's it, you're in for it. Lucky, come on.
Think you'll get me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime?
I know. Here to look for clues and find it.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you...
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with a... I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washer. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it?
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their body...
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it.
Naturally. We'll stand aside, behave.
Oh, my head's ringing. Awful pale. Oh, you scared?
I know that smell. Formaldehyde. A brazier. This time of year? Human. Priscilla's.
Got a problem?
Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
Watch it, tramp. Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
So?
And...
Looking to make some coin too, eh?
No loitering. Welcome, Master Witcher.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you. Especially given you didn't seem pleased.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some...
Von Grad's told me up.
Ah. Doubtless you've heard how I had the noble leader of the student protest. People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter. Joachim had been my favorite student, but... alas, I had to do something. So whereas Joachim... oh, fate's ironies. Years later...
How old's Von Grad's? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids.
Not fond of...
Very few people. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here one. Hard to be fond of some.
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and...
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Till next time, Master.
How many times will you ask me for cock's sake?
If I met you, mate, back there at Lockwood. What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you've thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my arse out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vagel, bud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now.
I'm hunting a serial killer, and I've got reason to believe your mother will be his next victim.
Why, even if it's true, our gods.
He's exceptionally cruel when he kills, tortures his victims. So let's see how she is.
I find this all very hard to believe. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, but had not arrived on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
He ran out the other door! Catch him!
Spread out! Murderer's still here! There he is! Get him! Die, mutants!
I'll break your bones!
Wounded and tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, then sent her on her way to Novigrad.
How long you gonna make me wait? I'll break your bones!
Mutants! Kent!
I'll break your bones! Yeah!
How long you gonna make me wait?
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do...
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on... And... let...
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took... Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Won't get away this time. Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
Whoa!
Greetings. Greetings. Greetings.
Any needs, Master?
A witcher?
It's a material world.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But
You're a vulgar one. I can see it in your face.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
Try it, you bastard. You're free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, I was bound when I came to.
Calm down. He won't...
But finding me proved no simple task, for having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Sweet Nettie.
Material world, and I'm a material.
The thinking customer will see right away.
This life, sometimes it's a god.
No one...
You, though?
Yet again you...
First, gotta tell me...
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
A Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims. I know how they end. You don't stop. Not unless someone...
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate.
I don't know, but I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats him...
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. But to Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day, procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with Sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
Don't have time for you now, but kill her, and I'll find you.
Calm yourself. I shan't...
But finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Sweet.
Here or at my place? You choose.
No one...
You...
Yeti, I was...
First got...
For play... Who's it?
Spare me your lies.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer. Patricia Vegelbud.
Bollocks. You're mistaken.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here.
I don't know. But I see we must talk.
Who knew you'd be...
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and...
The coroner. Said you were busy.
Go. But to where? I shall stay here.
You'll untie her, drop your coin pouch on the table.
Yes.
Good boy.
Arr! Ah!
Wanna dip your dingle? Hey, darling. The best bistek. Girls from all round town, a family of midgets, and even a striped horse from lands of...
It's a material world.
And I'm a material being.
Think of love.
I miss a woman's touch.
Nothing hurts as much as love.
Oh!
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my... Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have
Who, what are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold-doubting hearts. Fire down the throat that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis.
There are other ways.
How funny. That's exactly what I did. Give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. Oh. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith.
But I'm pretty good with a sword.
Pretty good. Might not.
Oh!
Thingies punishable by death.
Make one false move. Thanks for your help. We'd not have nabbed.
Must have broken many a heart, eh, Dandy?
They stealing our work
Ow!
You know, it's quite apparent.
How's...
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. From me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Brokilon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dan.
Sorry, Geralt. Sorry, Geralt.
Say no more. Get well soon.
Sorry, Geralt.
Geralt?
My throat's still
Geralt?
quiet.
Say no more. Get well soon.
But of course. Yes, Geralt?
Found and killed. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt.
Know another surgeon from Oxenford.
And a hopeless idealist.
Any idea where she...
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up...
Farewell.
You scared me a little.
aspiring artist?
No.
Never heard of that.
In the mood for...
You all right?